What is going on, Headliner Nation? Jake Fantasy Headliners. Hopefully everybody's doing well out there today, where it's time for our quick and dirty top 30 running backs here for Week 11 fantasy football, and we're not taking any time. Getting right into the list, starting at number 30. And that's where we find Sexy Rexy Burkhead, New England Patriots. A great matchup going up against the Houston Texans. Had to drop him down a few spots because it would not surprise me if we see Cam and Damian Harris also in the end zone this week, kind of limiting the ceiling of Rex Burkhead, who's been, pretty dependent on those touchdowns here as of late. Got him at number 30. Number 29, J.K. Dobbins, Baltimore Ravens. I love this matchup for Baltimore, right? The problem is, we just don't know who it's going to be. Mark Ingram, Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins in a matchup this week against the Tennessee Titans. I'm throwing a blind dart on J.K. Dobbins and hoping he can see a little bit more volume in a great matchup. Number 28, Malcolm Brown, Los Angeles Rams, and another one of those backfields, right, between him and Darrell Henderson and Cam Akers. Who do you choose on a weekly basis? They play Monday Night Football against Tampa Bay, which is a pretty difficult matchup to say the least. I'm going to have Malcolm Brown right here at 28. 27, Chase Edmonds, Arizona Cardinals, playing Thursday Night Football, and we kind of saw it last week, right? With a healthy Kenyon Drake back, Chase Edmonds lost a few of those touches, got out-snapped once again, and is going to be a little bit more of a risky play. The ceiling will always be there if he receives the pass-catching work. It's the floor that we're worried about. Do we see it here this week? Got Chase Edmonds, 27. Number 26 is last week's big surprise, Nyheim Hines, Indianapolis Colts, going up against the Green Bay Packers. A great matchup for Hines, and on paper, this lines up to be a smash spot for him. Why is he not higher? We just can't trust this backfield and what they're actually going to give these guys on a weekly basis. But what we do know, Green Bay gives up a whole lot of fantasy points to running backs, and a lot of them through the air. Give me Nyheim Hines at 26. Number 25 is Salvon Ahmed of the Miami Dolphins going up against the Denver Broncos. A great matchup, and this kid right now has the bulk of the work in this backfield. The backfield for the Miami Dolphins, which is actually a pretty good football team here this year, if you haven't quite noticed, they're actually getting a chance to play with a lead and relying on the running game. This kid's value may change in the coming weeks with the return of Myles Gaskin, but for right now, it's his backfield. Got him at 25. Number 24 is J.D. McKissic, Washington football team. Dude is a PPR machine, right? Almost 30 targets over his last 2 weeks. And why would that change now? As long as Alex Smith is under center, he's going to check down a lot to J.D. McKissic and gives him a safer floor in all PPR scoring formats. Got him right here at 24. 23 is Kenyon Drake, Arizona Cardinals, Thursday Night Football. I actually think Drake has an opportunity at a pretty solid game this week, but we've already talked about Chase Edmonds and the liability in this backfield, right? Both these guys are going to see touches. Who sees the bulk of them? More than likely going to be Drake. Makes him a slightly safer option, in my opinion. Got him at 23. 22 is Duke Johnson, Houston Texans. Disappointed a lot of people last week, but you got to realize, with no David Johnson in this lineup, there's no one else to really run the ball out of this backfield. He's going to see volume. Yes, he was disappointing, and he's got a matchup this week against the New England Patriots. It is easier to run on New England than it is to throw on them. Still got to insert Duke Johnson as a low-end running back, too. Got him right here, 22. 21 is going to be Gio Bernard, Cincinnati Bengals, going up against the Washington football team. Does not look like Joe Mixon is going to be there. However, Joe Mixon is not officially ruled out as of yet. It's trending in the way of we're probably not going to see Joe Mixon. That's why I have Gio Bernard right here at 21. If Mixon gets ruled out officially, he may bump up a spot or two here heading into the weekend. Just something we're going to pay attention to, because as of right now, Gio Bernard, a safer option, more of a flex play, low-end running back too. Got him at 21. Number 20 is Kalen Ballage, Los Angeles Chargers, going up against the New York Jets. A great matchup for him, and hey, this is revenge games now in back-to-back weeks for Kalen Ballage, who doesn't look half bad now that he's no longer tied to Adam Gase in any possible way. Kalen Ballage has been producing in this backfield and really doesn't have a whole lot of competition for targets and touches right now. I got Kalen Ballage at number 20. Number 19, Ronald Jones, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Do I think he deserves to be higher? I really do. The reason he's not, I don't trust Bruce Arians to still not use Leonard Fournette. Sure, Ronald Jones had almost 200 total yards last week. The last time he had a big game, he was outsnapped by Fournette the following week. Can't trust Arians, and for that reason alone, got Ronald Jones right here at 19. Number 18, Todd Gurley, Atlanta Falcons, going up against the New Orleans Saints. Not the easiest of matchups, but like I said in our start-sit videos, we haven't been reliant on Gurley for yardage anyway. We need him to find the end zone, and as of late, he's still finding it consistently. Got him right here at number 18. 17, Carlos Hyde, Seattle Seahawks, Thursday Night Football against the Arizona Cardinals, and sounds like no Chris Carson once again, and this backfield's kind of been a mess anyway, right? Alex Collins, DJ Dallas, Travis Homer. Well, now they get Carlos Hyde back, their true backup in this backfield, and I would expect to see a heavy workload coming his way there this week. Plus, he's arguably the best pass-catching option they have out of the backfield right now. Got Carlos Hyde, 17. 16 is going to be CEH, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Kansas City Chiefs playing Sunday Night Football against the Las Vegas Raiders. Not a bad matchup. Why isn't he higher, you ask? It's because he's not getting volume. These single-digit carry games are absolutely killing people. And we can't even go to Le'Veon Bell and say, he's taking half the work, because he's not getting crap either. They're just not running a lot in Kansas City right now, and until they do, I got to drop him down a few spots to number 16. Number 15, Damian Harris, New England Patriots going up against the Houston Texans. Talked about this matchup with Rex Burkhead, right? I expect a lot of running for the New England Patriots this week, and Damian Harris has been great whenever he's been given volume. Everybody can run against the Jets, and I expect Damian Harris to do the same. Got him at 15. Number 14, Zeke Elliott, and it's crazy that we're talking about Ezekiel Elliott at number 14 overall in Week 11 of fantasy football, but a matchup going up against the Minnesota Vikings on a Dallas offense, which we saw the last time on the field was just not great. Coming off the bye week, are they any better? I mean, the offensive line is still banged up, and they don't have a lead enough to really rely on Zeke in the running game to put up those huge ceiling games. Plus, he's not finding the end zone at all. Got Zeke Elliott at 14. Number 13 is Kareem Hunt, Cleveland Browns, going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. And now that Kareem Hunt has his Chubb back, he can slide right back into that role, which we really see him produce well in, right? He actually plays better with Nick Chubb in the lineup than he does without Nick Chubb. These two feed off of each other, and the offense actually hums with them in the backfield. Love Kareem Hunt rest of season. He's a locked-in flex play every single week. I don't care if you have Chubb too. I'm still starting Kareem Hunt. Got him at 13. Number 12 is Mike Davis, Carolina Panthers. I hate to put him even this high, but he's going up against the Detroit Lions, which is about as great of a matchup as you can have. I just don't know where his volume has gone in the passing game. With injuries at the quarterback position, maybe we see a little bit more reliance on the running game. In a great matchup, got Mike Davis right here, number 12. Number 11, James Robinson, Jacksonville Jaguars. A difficult matchup going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. But one thing we have seen all year in Jacksonville is consistent volume, regardless of game script, going the way of James Robinson. He's built into the game plan every single week. It's a tough matchup, but the volume should be there, and he's active in the passing game. Got him at number 11. Number 10, Antonio Gibson, Washington football team, going up against the Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah, J.D. McKissic is taking away some of the passing work that we would like to see going the way of Gibson, but Gibson is out there scoring touchdowns left and right and is still a part of this game plan. The kid is going to be super talented once they can really start dedicating 15-plus touches a week to him. But until they do, he's still got a super high ceiling without those touches. Kind of like an Aaron Jones in the making in Washington right now. Got him number 10. Number 9, James Conner, Pittsburgh Steelers, going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars. A lot of people irritated with James Conner here the past few weeks. They have come out and said they want to focus a little bit more on the running game in Pittsburgh, and this is a great matchup to do it against Jacksonville. They should have the opportunity to not only play with a lead and lean on the run late second half, but find success early in the ball game. Got James Conner, number 9. Number 8 is Aaron Jones, Green Bay Packers. A difficult matchup going up against Indianapolis, but the reason he's down at 8, they just continue to split touches almost 50-50 with him and Jamal Williams, which makes no sense to me. If they could dedicate those touches to Aaron Jones, dude is locked in the top 5 all year long. They can't do it, and that's the reason why he's down here, number 8. Number 7, Josh Jacobs, Las Vegas Raiders, going up against the Kansas City Chiefs, a team in which he found success on here earlier in the season. Plus, the volume is there for Josh Jacobs over the last month. Actually, for this entire team in Las Vegas, they've really made a conscious effort to rely on the running game with not only Josh Jacobs, but Devontae Booker as well. The volume should continue to be there, and the touchdown upside is going up on a weekly basis. Got Josh Jacobs, number 7. Number 6 is DeAndre Swift, Detroit Lions, the highest we've had him ranked all year long, and deservedly so in a great matchup going up against the Carolina Panthers, and we saw it last week, right? When they dedicated the volume, when they dedicated the touches, when they really gave DeAndre Swift a chance, the kid looked elite. He is a great option, a solid 3-down back in Detroit, and as long as Matt Patricia doesn't screw this up, they could have a huge fantasy option in that backfield for years to come. Got DeAndre Swift, number 6. Number 5 is going to be Miles Sanders, Philadelphia Eagles, going up against the Cleveland Browns. Not the easiest of matchups, but Miles Sanders showed it last week, right? He looks healthy. He looks explosive. He's a big play waiting to happen. We hate how Boston Scott and Corey Clement stole the touchdowns, but the opportunities are going to be there, and that's what we're looking for. Got Miles Sanders, number 5. Number 4 is his opponent in that game, Nick Chubb, and he's got to be one of the best all-around running backs in all of football. He's got it all. He's got the speed. He's got the vision. He's got the patience. The guy is an absolute stud at the running back position. In his first game off of injury, comes out, puts up over 100 yards. Yes, I know a lot of people wanted 2 touchdowns, but hey, you still got 1. This offense is built around the run, and he's going to continue to see the volume in arguably probably the best rushing offense when they're all fully healthy. Got Nick Chubb right here, number 4. Number 3 is Derrick Henry, Tennessee Titans, going up against the Baltimore Ravens. A difficult matchup, but this one's all about volume, right? Volume for Derrick Henry. He's going to touch the ball close to 25 times a week. You know he's going to get all the goal line opportunities. Plus, he's capable of breaking off the big play. You can't ever sleep and sit on Derrick Henry. Got him number 3. Number 2, Alvin Kamara, New Orleans Saints, going up against the Atlanta Falcons. The biggest question mark here. How does the play calling, how does the game plan change with Jameis Winston under center and not Drew Brees? Maybe Jameis goes further down the field more often, and we lose a lot of those dump-off passes, those short routes to Alvin Kamara, which we've loved all year long. Hoping that doesn't change much, and I'm sure Sean Payton needs to continue to involve Alvin Kamara in this offense, but I got him this week, number 2. Which means number 1 is no surprise. It's Dalvin Cook, Minnesota Vikings. Had a difficult matchup last week. Still put up 100 total yards. Now gets a matchup going up against the Dallas Cowboys defense. Yes, please. Give me some Dalvin Cook here in Week 11. All right, that's my quick and dirty top 30 running backs here for Week 11 fantasy football. Just a quick reminder, if you're looking for more detailed information on these guys, that's on the start sit video. This is just meant to be a quick rundown of 1 through 30 of the rankings. All the meat and taters is over on the start sit video, so check that out if that's what you're looking for. But we greatly appreciate the support, and we're looking forward to hanging out with you guys Saturday evening on our live show, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little bell notification so you know as soon as we go live, because we would love to talk to you guys this week. And hopefully you had a great week, and we'll talk to you later.